Hi, I am Jim, and my wife Barb and I are the co-presidents of the St. Vincent de Paul Society here in Campbellford. The St. Vincent de Paul Society, in conjunction with the Rotary Club in Campbellford, puts on a community lunch on the first and third Thursdays of each month. It's been a wonderful experience for us. We've met an awful lot of people, both guests and volunteers. For those who can afford it, there are donations, and the excess of donations over the expenses of the specific meal are split equally between the local food banks and the St. Vincent de Paul Society programs. Last winter, we had a young girl living in an unheated trailer. We supplemented her with insulation and blankets and things like that. Unfortunately, there was no place available for her anywhere, but that's all we could do for her, but we responded. So there's, it's not just food cards, but whatever things might help. Mary's Closet is of enormous assistance to the people who come to see us. They are so generous.
We always need volunteers. We have a very active, busy group. Most of our volunteers are volunteers in other groups within the town. We're aging a little bit, so we're running out of steam. We would love some fresh blood to come and reinvigorate us and expand our ideas as to where we can make a difference in our community. So everyone is welcome. You don't need to be a member of the Catholic Church. Everybody is welcome to come, and as long as your heart is in the right place, we want you.
Hello, we're in Mary's Closet. Mary's Closet is a second-hand clothing store for the whole family. We have everything you need for every season of the year. We're on Center Street in Campbellford at St. Mary's Church Rectory. You can either park on Center Street or you can park in the parking lot behind the church and come up our beautiful new steps. There are signs directing you to the left towards Mary's Closet. We carry men's, women's, and children's wear, shoes, purses, hats, scarves, mitts, anything you need for that particular season. Everything we have is good, clean, quality, used clothing. We are affiliated with St. Mary's Church, and the funds raised go towards the debt of the reconstruction of the two towers. Our hours are Wednesday 10 until 2, Thursday 4 until 7, and Saturday 9:30 to 2:30. We'd love to see you.
Hello, I'm Charlotte, and I volunteer at the community lunch. One day my grandmother asked me if I could come help her volunteer, so I believe one of my first time volunteering was at the Christmas Bazaar, which is at the St. Mary's Catholic Church around Christmas time. And I started off doing garage sales and stuff, and working at Mary's Closet, and I mauled at purse auctions too. And then the community lunch came along, and I started doing that with my mom and my grandfather, and that's sort of where I am now, and that's sort of how I got into volunteering, was my grandmother. I find that it's affected my life in a really good way. But it'd be nice to see some younger people, because it's mostly the older generations doing it, and yeah, we need some younger people getting in there, because some of the older generations, sadly to say, they're not going to be around forever, and we need to get other people in here to help keep the community going. Soup Kitchen's like a family, and you try not to abandon family, honestly. And I didn't really want to leave at all. I can't, because in the speech, which you'll see is Jim in the speech said that I would be leaving once I went to school. And I said that you can't get rid of me that easily because I don't want to leave. And if I can't make it to soup kitchen because I'm too busy with school or homework, then that is okay. But I want to at least try to go once a month because I don't know what I would do. I'd go crazy if I couldn't.
Since the very beginning, Charlotte has been a big part. She was in charge of dessert preparation and was an essential person in the kitchen. Okay, we're really going to miss Charlotte, but we're wishing her, I'm sorry.
I'm not leaving.
In any event, we're celebrating her return to school. I'll leave it to her to figure out how she's going to get out of school, but that's great. We're glad to have you back.
The principal will like it if I volunteer, okay? I'm not leaving.
Well, you know what, that just speaks to allows me an opportunity to say how important volunteers are. This community lunch could not function without the volunteers that we have. We have a roster of about 35 volunteers, and on any given lunch, there's 25 people here. Most of them are here for 3 or 4 hours. Some are here for 6 or 7. We have a plaque to thank Charlotte, even though she's coming back. But it really, I think, has to be an opportunity to recognize Charlotte's efforts as a volunteer, which also recognizes the efforts of all volunteers.